Hey cruisers, welcome back to Vlogtoberfest. Today I thought it would be fun to talk a little bit about the preparations that I am making for my next cruise. We're about a month to 6 weeks out. Thought it'd be nice just to show you a little visual sneak peek of where I'm at in the planning process. Today's episode is sponsored by cruiseline.com, where you can find reviews, tips, and photos from real everyday cruisers, and where we do a ton of cruise planning, you guys. Now, I gotta tell you, those of you who are friends with me on Shipmate app, you know that I've got my little countdown clock going here. I've got my little roll call for my Caribbean Princess cruise, and this is a wonderful way to prep for your cruise. So be sure to check out Shipmate as well. That is actually part of my planning process. It's included in every single cruise. It gets me excited, gets me pumped, lets me know who else is going to be on the cruise. I get to look at photos of the ship and all that good stuff. So that's the number one thing that I really like to do when I'm planning a cruise. So what do you guys think? You want to take a look at what's going on with my pre-packing process? We are not going to talk about packing necessarily today. We're going to do that in videos a little closer to our cruise. Not quite close enough to get packing yet, but I thought it'd be a fun idea to just show you what I'm doing to prep. So the first thing that I'm doing is kind of fun. I'm actually reading this book called The Path Between the Seas because we are going on a Panama Canal cruise. This is written by, let's see here. This is written by David McCullough, who wrote Truman, and read by Edward Herman, whose voice is very familiar to me. It is a long 9-hour read, but it is going to be so nice to have a very thorough history of the Panama Canal before our Panama Canal cruise. So I'm really enjoying that on my commute to work. I've got my 8 CDs here. This poor little package is totally falling apart. Got it from the local library, but I think it's great to research your destination, especially one with such history. So really excited about that. Next up, as you guys have heard me talk about before, I'm making sure that my passport neck wallet is loaded and ready to go. So let's talk about what is in my passport neck wallet. This is, by the way, an item that makes you automatically a cruise nerd if you wear it. But I love this because I do not carry a purse on embarkation day. So this puppy goes around my neck and into my backpack when I am done with it. First up, we have our passports. We have checked them very carefully to make sure that no one is expired. Then I have a highlighter pen, not necessarily for embarkation day, but for highlighting my cruise newsletters every day. And then I have a pen, this just happens to be a CruiseTipsTV pen, that I will use for customs forms, filling out a health questionnaire on embarkation day, things like that. And then I have a secret compartment in my passport neck wallet. What do you guys think is in here? Do you want to take a guess? Oh, this isn't a live stream. I guess you can't guess. But you guys probably know this is where I keep my cash stash. So when I'm just going about my normal daily course of life, what I do is I pop $1 bills, $5 bills, small change in here for months and months and months before my cruise, just to kind of keep them coming so that I have lots and lots of little tip money for room service and things like that. Now I also have copies of our passports in here, but I'm not going to leave them in there. It's just where I store them between cruises, but it's always a good idea to take copies of your passports, but when you're ready to leave, make sure that those copies get taken out of your passport holder and put completely separate from your passports. In the event that you were to lose your passports, you'd have a copy somewhere else. So that is the totality of what is in my awesome neck wallet. Very essential, by the way. Keep this in a safe place. Okay, then I have my folder. This is a new thing that I've started doing because I found that I've got a lot more paperwork these days on a cruise. So I'm going to tell you everything that's inside my little planning folder here. Here's what it looks like. I'm going to have my luggage tags that are going to be placed into these eventually when my travel agent sends me my cruise ship luggage tags. These are going to be placed in here and put onto my bags the night before the cruise. I have regular old luggage tags for my regular suitcases for my flight because I will not be putting my cruise ship luggage tags on the flight. We're doing carry-on only. I don't even know if I'm ever going to really need these because we might carry our bags onto the cruise this time too, but you never know. I have large sticky notes to write notes to each other in our room and to our room steward. And I have this little folder that I cut in half to protect my little thank you cards and things like that. We like to take a supply of thank you cards on a cruise to thank people who help us out, like our room steward or dining steward, or maybe to give a little extra tip with a personalized note. As you guys know, we also make wall mount itineraries for all of our cruises, and these get placed on the wall with a magnet. We're going to go ahead and link to a sample wall mount itinerary in the description of this video below so that you can create your own sample wall mount itinerary for your cruise. You can customize the photo, you can talk all about what day, destination, activities, and duration in port you've got going on. Customize away and let me know what you guys do to make this your own. I also have lots and lots of notes printed out here about our flights, our shore excursions. So what this extra document, I even went as far as to laminate it because I don't want it to get ruined. It's gonna have my flight numbers, my flight times. It's gonna have names and numbers for all of my shore excursion providers, email addresses, contact information, departure times, anything critical. I like to get it onto 1 or 2 pieces of paper and keep it safely laminated so it doesn't get ruined. So that's what's in my little paperwork folder. Again, cruise nerd, I fully admit it. All right, next up, you guys, is this giant bin that's behind me that I keep in my closet. I'm not sure if you can see it from here, but we've got a little tag on it that says next cruise. So what I do months and months in advance is I keep one big plastic bin in my closet that houses everything that I know I'm going to pack, so that what I can do is, as I determine things that I know I need to take with me, I can just throw them in that one bin and it stays nicely organized. One of the things that I've been doing very carefully is keeping a TSA approved bag in this particular bin. This has only under 3-ounce items in it for TSA. Now I'm gonna have to lighten the load on this because, as you guys can see, this is way too much toiletry stuff to take when I'm doing a carry-on only flight. So I'm gonna be probably whittling it down just a little bit. It shouldn't be this large when I put it in my backpack for my carry-on only flight. But I love putting my favorite samples that I get from sample boxes, which you guys see us unboxing all the time on our other channel, Cruise Gear, into this little container. I've also got some laundry detergent in here. I've got things like sunscreen, facial sunscreen, Neosporin ointment, face wash, body oil, sunscreen, toothpaste, shaving cream for my husband, you name it, it's in here. What else is in this bag? It's kind of a lot to go through, but one thing that never changes, I always pack this mesh pouch with all of the medications we could possibly need in it. Now you'll see that there's a little card that I've placed here in the front. And this card has a list of things that I know I still need to put in my medication bag. So I'm gonna list out things that are missing from this bag so that I don't throw it in my suitcase and forget. So this has basic things in it like pain reliever, cold medication for all ages, again, you know, pain relievers, things like fever reducer for my child, Band-Aids, allergy medication. It's not huge, but it has a few essentials just to get us by if someone got sick or you had a bad headache or you got a cut and you didn't want to go to the infirmary and pay a whole bunch of money, or the gift shop and pay a whole bunch of money for things that you could have easily packed. So this one is essential. And then of course I have my little travel backpack that I know I'm gonna be taking on my flight, most likely is all compressed down and it's waiting. Other than that, I just have a few packing cubes that I already have packed. Things that I'm not using right now, like swimsuits, cover-ups, shorts, things that I know are gonna go with me that I'm ready to pack are there. Got a lot of things in my closet still on hangers too, but these are just some things that I can pack early to make the experience a little bit less stressful. So what did you guys think about this little pre-cruise expose? Hope you enjoyed it. Leave your packing tips for about a month to 6 weeks before your cruise in the comments below, and please be sure to check out our sponsor, cruiseline.com, using the link in the description. Stay tuned for lots of awesome packing videos, you guys, for our Caribbean Princess, Panama Canal, and Caribbean cruise that's going to be 10 nights coming up very soon here. We're going to do another pack with me. It's going to be awesome. Thank you all so very much for tuning in today, and until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Bye.